Title: The Forbidden Book I Found in a Dusty Attic Turned Out to Be Cursed, and Now. Have you ever stumbled upon something that you weren't supposed to find? Something mysterious and forbidden, hidden away from prying eyes? Well, let me tell you a story about the time I came across an ancient book in a dusty attic, a book that turned out to be cursed, and the horrifying events that followed. It all started on a gloomy, stormy night. The rain was pouring heavily outside, and thunder rumbled in the distance, creating an eerie atmosphere. Seeking refuge from the storm, I decided to explore the attic of my old, creaky house. Its dusty shelves were filled with forgotten relics, each holding its own secrets. As I roamed through the cluttered attic, my eyes caught sight of a peculiar book tucked away in a corner. Curiosity got the better of me, and I couldn't resist investigating further. The book was old, its leather cover worn and weathered. There was an air of mystery surrounding it, like it had been waiting for someone to uncover its secrets. I pulled the book out from its hiding place and blew off the layer of dust that had settled on its surface. The pages were yellowed with age, and the ink had faded, but the words were still legible. Intrigued, I began reading. The words on the first page were in a language I couldn't decipher, but as I turned page after page, the text gradually transformed into English. It was a collection of dark and sinister tales, filled with ancient rituals, forbidden knowledge, and unspeakable horrors. The story seemed to come alive, crawling out of the pages and into my mind. At first, I was captivated by the unearthly tales, unable to put the book down. The more I read, the deeper I fell into its clutches. But as the nights went by, something strange started happening. I began experiencing vivid nightmares, haunting visions that felt all too real. I would wake up drenched in sweat, my heart pounding in my chest. Slowly, I began to realize that the book was more than just a collection of tales. It held a malevolent power, an ancient curse that had been locked away for centuries. It had somehow latched onto me, feeding off my fears and nightmares, growing stronger with each passing night. I tried to rid myself of the cursed book, but it seemed impossible. No matter where I hid it, it would always find its way back to me, as if it had a will of its own. Desperation overwhelmed me as I sought answers. I delved into forbidden knowledge, consulting occult experts and ancient tomes, determined to break free from the book's grasp. One night, as I frantically flipped through the pages of the book, seeking a solution, I came across a passage that spoke of a ritual that could banish the curse. It required a sacrifice, a steep price to pay for my liberation. With a heavy heart, I made the decision to proceed. The ritual demanded a specific location, an abandoned graveyard on the outskirts of town. As I stood among the crumbling tombstones, the moon casting an eerie glow upon the desolate landscape, I knew there was no turning back. I followed the instructions meticulously, reciting incantations that sent shivers down my spine. Suddenly, the ground beneath me trembled, and a dark presence filled the air. The cursed book levitated in front of me, emitting an otherworldly glow. It was as if the spirits trapped within its pages were being released, their ethereal forms swirling around me. I closed my eyes, awaiting the final outcome. When I opened my eyes, the book lay motionless on the ground, its curse shattered. The nightmares ceased, and a sense of relief washed over me. But the experience had left its marks on my soul, a constant reminder of the horrors I had witnessed. To this day, I can't help but wonder about the origins of that cursed book, and why I was the one who stumbled upon it. Was it a coincidence, or was it fate? Whatever the answer may be, one thing is certain: I will forever be wary of the forbidden, the hidden, and the cursed. The tales within that book will haunt me for the rest of my days, a constant reminder that some secrets are better left undisturbed. So, dear reader, beware of what lies hidden in the darkest corners of attics and libraries. For if you dare to uncover the forbidden, you may find yourself trapped in a nightmare from which there is no escape.